All right, so we got questions from the fans, from the friends, the family. Flight boys in the building.
Yeah.
All right, so J Vibe asks, what are our top 5 rappers of all time?
You the rapper here, so
That's a crazy place to start. I think like we kind of agree on it.
Yeah.
Like Hove,
clearly
you know,
Hov.
Big is on my list. Kanye. You said Drake.
Drake, he gotta be up there.
Who else?
He's still on the run right now.
Yeah. All right, who's at number 1 though?
Number one, from just like the most basic top rapper standpoint, meaning like not they basic rappers, just what most people couldn't agree on. Jay-Z and Drake are tied for number 1.
1 and 2, or tied?
They tied for 1, in my opinion.
Damn.
They gotta be.
Why?
Because it's like this. We grew up on Jay, so of course we feel like Jay, that's Jordan to us. Drake is like LeBron, you feel me? Because it's like, he the only one who could really challenge this guy to be the greatest ever. And they doing it so long, it's almost like when Drake came, everybody's like, all right, he's the dude. Like, this is like, what, 12 years in we watching Drake? Probably more. But everybody like, yeah, he's the next Jay. He's number 1 right now. That's when he was 4, 5 years in. We watching a decade plus. He's still doing it. And it's like, it's no like, oh, you think of Jay when you think of Drake. You think of Drake.
Yeah, you think of Drake. Yeah,
so I feel like you don't even think of Lil Wayne no more with Drake. You just think of Drake. And he's surpassed so much. It's almost like, if it wasn't Jay, you would call him the top rapper of all time. But since Jay did it, you feel me? But yeah, they definitely tied for 1.
All right, Jay-Z, Drake. Who's 3? Who's at number 3?
3, I think I'm gonna put either Kanye or Lil Wayne, but I'm leaning more Wayne, only because we talking about just rapper shit. I put Kanye in the list because he just musically just ahead of a lot of shit. So, but as far as rapper wise, for me, Lil Wayne is like, that nigga's a rapper.
Yo, he had a crazy run, bro.
He
in
had
the
a
2000s.
ridiculous run. He had
was
like
wildin'.
2 years where he was on every rap song,
Facts.
whatever feature, whatever.
I remember I wasn't even a big Wayne fan. And then like I think the Carter 3 came out, and I was like, oh nah, this is crazy, bro.
I feel like that's the one that really took him. It's like, oh yeah, he really stamping his name.
Yeah,
Like,
we was stuck on that one, bro.
Yeah.
Like the Carter 3 had us like, nah, this shit is nuts.
I still listen to
Mr.
the
Carter
Carter.
was on the Carter 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That project was sick.
He went hard.
Yeah. I don't know if Wayne is on my top 5 though, bro.
It's
And I
a
love
personal
Wayne, bro.
thing.
I know it's tough for me. I
Like,
love Lil Wayne.
Nah, he's revered for a reason.
I
man.
know
You
it
what I'm
too.
saying?
I know it too. I'm trying to think. You know what it is? It's like there's certain music, there's certain artists that were just more impactful during certain times of my life. Like Jadakiss, I feel like he got to be on my top 5. You know, just because he has my favorite song,
Nah,
like
that's
my
tough.
favorite rap song,
That's tough. What?
which is what's my favorite drink, bro?
Which one?
Damn.
Why?
I don't. What's wrong with my brain, son?
Just wake up, bro.
I guess I gotta wake up.
Get
bro.
your ass up. Nigga need coffee.
Maybe I gotta start drinking coffee.
I don't know.
By your side.
Oh yeah. That's a classic.
That shit. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, I love this song, bro. Like,
It just flows so
moment.
perfectly. It just sounds good, yeah. That's one of those.
just the perfect sample, and the way he just wrote the beat was always so crazy. Like, there's nobody like Jadakiss in my opinion. That's why I put him in my top 5, bro. I think
That's tough.
And Wayne is fire. Wayne is like, he's like one of the
mean-
GOATs. He's one of the greatest.
I mean, it's your list.
He's one of the greatest, but that's my list. My list
It's your
is Jay.
list.
I'm gonna put Kanye before Drake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Jay, Kanye at number 2. Then I'm gonna put Big. Then I'm gonna throw Drake on there. Then I'm gonna put Jadakiss.
Yeah.
You feel me? Switch it up a little bit. Or is
That's
that too
cool.
many?
Jay, Kanye, Drake. Who was the 4th one? You put Big?
Big.
Biggie and Jadakiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. chill. Cause why you laughing? Cause you I say, okay. I said, nah, Jada Kiss is there cause he just like, I said, Lil Wayne is rapping. He's always been that way. Yeah. So it's like, I get it. I can't knock Jada Kiss, like, from New York. You dig?
It's some New York shit.
I'm just thinking from the perspective, it's like a list that most can agree with. Like, you can't really knock Lil Wayne.
Nah, not at all.
You can't knock Biggie or Tupac because of how impactful they was. We 30 years later still talking about them, like, and they barely have, they don't even have as much workout as a lot of these artists who've been out for it, but it's just like what they did can never be done again. You feel me? So that gotta stand for something. But that's a good list. That's a cool. What was my list? Jay, Kanye, Drake, Lil Wayne, and Biggie, right?
Yeah, I love that. I like that list too.
That list is cool.
Like for me, it's either
Biggie or Pac. Bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Biggie all the time.
Yeah,
New York shit.
They was different, bro. The fact they was only 20, they was 24, 25 when they died.
I think Pac was 26. I could be wrong.
I feel like they could have been 23 and 24 anyway, in they mid-20s. You feel me? Like, that make it even more impressive to me.
That impactful, right?
Yeah, like, they really had the wave, you feel me?
Biggie or Pac?
Biggie or Pac? Yeah. I'm gonna say Biggie. Yeah. I'm from Brooklyn. Sorry. I just gotta tell niggas what it is.
But it's always that conversation. It's hard to compare the two because they were here for different reasons. You know what I mean? Like, Biggie was, obviously he was a street dude, you know, but his lyricism was so crazy. Like, that shit was education to me. Like, when I would be listening to Biggie, I remember feeling like, yo, I'm getting an education in lyricism. But with Pac, I was getting a different education.
Right.
With, like, you know, social, you know, issues and stuff like that. And just, I was getting a better idea of what the world was on a larger scale.
Right.
Whereas, like, Biggie was talking about the shit he knew.
Right.
But the way he could speak about it was so, it made me realize you could talk about anything that you want, but as long as you have a better perspective, if you have like an enlightened perspective on just life, you'll make sense out of the shit that just don't make sense, and in such a poetic way. Like, he taught me how to write poetry, bro. He was a poet. Him, Hove, it's like being able to say something without saying it, you know. Whereas Pac would just tell it to you straight as it is, you know. But it was both fire. I had times where I was just listening to Big and times where I was just listening to Pac. It's like, depends on where you at in your life.
Yeah, you know? I feel like Pac, he's like, his run or his time is underrated for different reasons. Like, his persona is bigger than a lot of the shit, but he was just so on point, like you said, with things. He woke up basically your mind. You feel me? Biggie was like, the way he gonna flow the shit, it's like he could talk about everything on this table and it just just sound hard. It's a hit. You know, put it out. You feel me?
Facts.
Pac is like, he was almost like, I wish I could have seen him keep going. Yeah. Both of them, but Pac was just so ahead. Mentally, you could tell he had different teachings, you feel me? Yeah. His interviews, he's talking about the real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy.
That was scary to people. That was scary to some people, bro. Yeah. Especially, you know, the people that want to put people like that down. You know, they was like, oh, nah.
Yeah.
He was saying a lot of shit.
The people who benefit from the causes that he talking about fixing, they ain't want that.
They didn't want that.
They was like, nah, fuck all this. I was gonna say, it's other people who always get brought up in these lists. Like, you got Eminem, of course.
Oh, Eminem, it's hard, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I never listened to Eminem.
You never listened to Eminem?
Not like that.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
What?
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I don't know. Like, I'm an Eminem fan. Yeah. Like, I had Marshall Mathers LP when I was a kid. I shouldn't have been listening to that shit, but I was listening to it.
He was dangerous and different.
It was dangerous, bro. Yeah. Like, nobody's kid should be listening to some shit like that.
Exactly.
Like, but he was one of the greatest. His storytelling ability, insane. It's hard to match. I feel like with Eminem, as far as a storyteller, it's like, it's hard to beat that. He was telling stories that was hard to tell, bro. Like Stan, Yo.
No, Stan was crazy.
Yeah, there's a few artists that I could play in the car with my pops. You know, and he'll be like, oh shit, this song is crazy.
Yeah.
And Biggie was one of them, and Eminem was one of them. Where he'll be listening and he'll be like really following along with the story because they're just great storytellers. Like Stan, like he's telling the story of a fan, you know, being obsessed, which is some real life shit for a lot of people that are artists. But he was like the first person to be able to tell that story in such a crazy way.
Did he create the word Stan? He created this whole Stan shit.
I don't know. Did he create? Yo, that's.
We gotta ask people older than us.
Honestly, if you know, let us know. Like,
put it in the comments, man.
Did Eminem create the term Stan?
Cause that's
I'm gonna Google it.
Cause that's a real thing.
I'm gonna Google it.
You got fan, then you got to be a Stan.
Yeah.
I feel like it had to be a thing because why else would he, make a whole song concepted around it or concept with that?
People Google this shit. Did Eminem create the word Stan?
Yeah.
So I'm clicking on it right now.
Let's go.
All right. Who created the word Stan? Eminem. He created this shit. That's why people call it Stan.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yo, hip hop does so much shit, bro.
Oh boy, I think he gotta be top 5.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Just because of that.
He's definitely.
Think about it. He created a whole word. Like it's a word now.
You know who else we could do? One? We could one up that word.
What?
LL Cool J created GOAT.
He created greatest
of all time? Like the acronym greatest of all time. Yeah, him or somebody real close to him. I think he gave credit to the person I can't remember. But they came up with that. The GOAT, the greatest of all time.
Nah, that's ill.
That's hard.
That's ill. That's hard.
That's hard.
That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like GOAT. He just was like, I'm the GOAT. Did he say I'm the GOAT?
It was just they was calling him the GOAT.
Wow.
Like that was his whole little when he came up, it was like his whole little thing at the time. You feel me?
Wow.
Nobody ever had heard of it or nothing.
Nah, that's genius. Nah, this hip hop is really like the world is indebted to hip hop.
Yeah.
Nah, that blew my mind though. The Stan shit fucked me up.
Stan is crazy.
That shit fucked me up. I didn't expect it to be facts, but I gotta put Eminem.
Shout out to Eminem.
I gotta put Eminem. It's hard. Remember, did you see the video of Lil Wayne hearing somebody else's list?
He was like, Gucci made the list. Damn. Shout out to Gucci. Damn. He said, Eminem ain't on the list.
Right.
Gucci on the list.
Right, but facts. He said Eminem ain't on the list. You know, even he knows Eminem need to be on the list, bro.
Even he knows he like, damn, Gucci good, but what he doing on the top
5 rapper list?
Right.
You know
and it's like people would be like, yo, you can't say that. You could say that, bro. Gucci Mane don't belong on the top 5 rapper list.
Facts.
He's a good rapper. Clearly, you can't stick around for that long.
Yeah.
You gotta have something to you. You feel me? Like, but top 5, bro, over Eminem, over who else made Nas, whoever. Nas is another one. He's right there. When you saying storyteller, I'm thinking about Nas. Like, Nas is. That's why top 5 list is so crazy, bro.
It's hard to do a top 5.
And I feel like we missing somebody. We ain't even like mentioning them. Fuck, bro. It'll come to me, but it's just like so many of those. Nas, Eminem. You feel me? Do you give credit still to the older guys who came before us that your pops might listen to? Rakim.
That's you.
KRS.
Somebody was like, all right, so there's a difference between your GOATs, right? Your top 5, and somebody was like, what's your Mount Rushmore of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Somebody asked that, and I think they asked LL Cool J that, and when he answered, he pretty much was bringing up all of the people that came first, and I'm like, that makes sense because when you think about Mount Rushmore, it's like those are the founding fathers.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you have to give credit to not only rappers but DJs who created hip hop because it's not just a rapping competition.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know, I think just because in the last like 10, 15, 20 years, rappers have dominated the genre. You know, it's been less about DJs and producers.
Probably more
rappers.
than that. Like we just 50 years of hip hop just passed.
Right.
So it ain't been about the DJ for at least 40.
That's crazy.
You feel me? Or maybe at least we say 30.
Right.
But yeah, they definitely was the center, you know, like piece of it. Yeah. It was all about them.
Yeah, the top five combo is like useless. I get what you're saying. It's like, cause there's too many greats.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like we did a good top five though. Like, as far as Mount Rushmore, or well, not the most impactful. Pop, Jay, Drake, Lil Wayne, Big. You feel me? Kanye, Eminem. These people, they are like the most influential people. You feel me? And shout out to Gucci.
Nigga stupid.
Shout out to Gucci.
Now let's go to the next question. All right, somebody asked me, will there be more tours? You already know. Yes. We're going on tour. October
20th.
We touring the world.
Yep.
We gonna. I ain't even tell people yet, but we going to Africa at some point. It's going crazy.
We going to the motherland,
we going to
nigga.
South Africa. We thinking 2024, and it's gonna be special because it's gonna be a Lyrics to Go tour. You feel me? That's gonna be. Remember, I don't really perform this stuff from Lyrics to Go.
Yeah.
So
might do 2 minutes here and there in the set, like.
Yo, I do a couple minutes here and there, like you said, but a whole concert full of just Lyrics to Go songs, and then do the hits after.
Yeah.
I want to do that in Europe and South Africa, but we're going on tour in October, in November in the States. So pull up to that.
Copy your tickets, available. Man.
Yeah. So that's an easy one right there.
Yes, sir.
What brings balance to your life, man?
The good answer would be your partner, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the answer that they waiting for right now. So yeah, what's the answer, nigga? Yeah. Oh, my girl, you feel me? Without her, bro, I'd be hella unbalanced. You are like,
Nah, she be unbalancing the whole shit.
Yeah,
bro,
she be tipping the scale for sure. Like, I be level balanced. She coming.
For real, you be.
Boom, say what the fuck? It's an earthquake in this bitch.
Bro, you be chilling. You be chilling in the crib regularly.
Yeah, in the zone, like. Yeah. You can feel it. So, uh-oh. Shit shaking now. Uh-oh.
Too good to be true.
Alright, nah.
Yeah. On a serious note.
On a serious note, why you think the most important thing to keep me balanced, I feel, is, can I say myself? Like,
you can say whatever
mentally,
you want.
I feel like I got this little built-in menu where I'm not gonna let drama affect me. I'm not gonna let a moment tear me down. Even if I get in my feelings, you feel me? I get out them shits fast. I know this is gonna pass. It's not gonna stay there. So I feel like it's me.
It's the mental. It's your mental.
Yeah.
I agree. You know what it is? It's like boundaries, bro.
Yeah.
Boundaries will bring balance to your life real fucking quick. Like when you have like when you just have things that you're just not gonna accept in life, you know, from other people and from yourself too. Right. When you're like, yo, I'm gonna hold myself to the standard and I'm gonna hold other people to the standard. The people in my life that I choose to be close to, I'm gonna hold all of us to the same standard. You feel me? Because I'm not gonna let a certain type of energy into my squadron, you know?
Right.
Like, and I feel like that's underrated because people without boundaries, they tend to just let everything in. And then they wonder why shit is so messed up and unbalanced.
Yeah.
Because you let something in, something next to you, and that energy is not what you aspire to be. You feel me? And I'm not saying like you can't have conversations with people that are different or on different levels or whatever.
Right.
But to a certain degree, the people that are close to you, they have to be on the same wave, on the same wavelength, like level of thinking, you know? It's like we here. Because somebody on the outside could easily fuck up your shit if you let it. You feel me?
Nah, so I agree with that. I feel that. Definitely.
Boundaries, bro. Like I said, hold yourself to a certain standard and then hold the people closest to you to a certain standard. And, you know, hold yourself accountable and hold your peoples accountable. Yeah. I think that's something that could bring balance. That's really how I bring balance to my shit. Because I realized, I think at some point, I really looked at my life and I was like, hold up, I don't got no drama in my life. I have nothing that's like bringing me down.
Right. Negativity.
Sending me that way.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. Where I feel like back in the day, I used to have a whole bunch of stuff that was just sending me in so many different directions.
Right.
And I didn't know what I was doing and I couldn't figure it out. And I feel like my biggest problem now is like, yo, I'm just a little bored. I need to figure out ways to manage my time, add something to my life or whatever.
Right.
Because there's no drama to be fixing.
Everything is cool, so it's like, this how this cool shit work out. I need to do something else with this.
Exactly.
Nah, that's a fact.
Then all you gotta worry about is being productive and using your time for like good shit. But just
I agree with that.
Have boundaries, yo.
I agree with that, bro. Fuck it, let's just run.
Yo, this is a good one. This is a good one right here.
Alright, come on.
Alright. The guru.
What this about to be?
Alright, when do you know it's time to step away from a relationship? It's a good one.
Shit.
It's a good one.
You the relationship, man. You the lover boy.
I am a lover boy. When is it time to step away? I can let you know. Yeah, you ain't stepped away from a relationship in the last 15 years.
Not for a minute. I'm locked in forever.
You locked in, bro.
We locked in.
Yo, I say the time where you really know you need to step away from the relationship is when it's 80% arguing and 20% good times, bro. If that's the ratio, or if it's worse than that, it's like if you're doing more hating on each other and being mad at each other, bro.
Annoying each other.
You know, step away, you know? And I say step away and just grow, you know? Because obviously something is not right.
Right.
Just, nothing is worth your peace. Like, life is short. You got to spend your time you should be being happy. You should be going to the movies, having fun, going on trips, like, meeting each other's family, hanging out with each other and doing stuff that you like to do, enjoying your life. And anytime you're not enjoying your life, you're fucking up. That's how I feel. If y'all can't communicate, if y'all can't like talk out your problems and get to a better place, if y'all go to bed mad at each other every night for weeks at a time and it's just like that all the time and it's toxic and she hitting you and you walking out and you stepping out and
the littlest shit get you tight.
When you with your girl and the smallest shit just make like, I don't even want to be here, Like if you don't want to be there, you should fucking leave.
If the bad outweigh the good,
outweigh the good.
For sure, it's time to walk away.
For sure.
Because I feel like whoever you with, there's gonna be times where they annoy you, or it's little shit that be like, all right, this again, okay, that's your little, all right, fine. But if that's like outweighing the good shit, if you have them times more, then you like happy with this person, smiling, laughing, just chilling, or having a calm time, then it's most likely time to go. It's most likely.
And just simply, even if you don't want to be there, if you feel like, man, I'm more interested in somebody like this, that may be time for you to step away, so you don't hurt somebody's feelings. Right. It's like you have other interests, and this person is not your interest right now. Right. Sometimes it don't even gotta be like arguing and shit. It's just like maybe I just don't want to be here anymore. Right. And that's facts. Because if you have the urge to step out on your partner, then it may be time. Say goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye.
I was gonna say
yesterday.
Hold on. I was gonna say, don't most dudes though have the urge to step out?
Don't most dudes have the urge to step out?
Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Relax. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like most niggas, right? You said it. I've been in a relationship for a minute. Been with my girl. I love her for a minute. My high school sweetheart, right? Growing up from like that time to now, mostly every dude I met, if we go out somewhere and this, that, and I'm like, yo, some shit. I'm like, yeah. If a situation with women present itself, and I say, you know what, I'm good. I got a girl, which is what I say. You feel me? I'll be out. Yeah, I got a girl. Niggas be like, what that mean? And so, like, that's like, I heard that 95% of the time. So it's almost like, oh, niggas be like, shit, I got a girl too, bro. I live with my girl, you feel me? Like, and it's like, I'm not saying nobody right or wrong. I just feel like that's a thing with dudes that we have that urge. I can't speak for women.
They have that shit too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak for them because I don't know. I'm a man, so I'm sure they do. They're human, but I just feel like that's something that just, and that's a deeper convo because it's like, are we supposed to be monogamous as people, or we just supposed? That's something else.
This is the society we live in. You know, the society that we live in is a monogamous society.
Right.
Because I've watched like documentaries showing that we are not meant to be monogamous. Like, our reproductive organs are not designed that way.
Oh, my boy getting to the
boy
talking that organ talk.
I'm just being honest. But we live in a monogamous society, right? So that's how we move, right? You know, so we can be socially acceptable. You feel me? It is what it is.
This nigga preaching that.
But, all right. Knowing that we live in this monogamous society, right? It's like we have that decision that we have to make. It's like, yo, do we want to live that way, right, or do we want to live another way? So if you make that decision to be monogamous, then I feel like it's another boundary thing. It's like, bro, I know I'm in a relationship, so when I go out, like when you go out, you say, yo, I got a girl, and that it is what it is. I could be attracted to somebody just like my girl can be attracted to somebody when she goes
billions
out
of people
with the homegirls. When she goes out, she's at the bachelorette party, she sees somebody that she could
be with you.
Sparks her. She could be 9 times out of 10 probably she is with me, bro. She's probably right next to me looking at somebody else. But you know what it is what it is. That's everybody, I'm gonna see somebody I like, she gonna see somebody she like. It is what it. That's why people become swingers.
No. Oh no.
But it's facts though.
I feel like
it's facts.
I just feel like if you say y'all in the car together,
and
it's a chick with a fat ass walking hair, or not, that's I like a fat ass, just a real whatever exotic looking girl, and you see see one, you looking whole time she on the passenger, it's a model looking, feel me, whatever, some her type of guy, beard, you know, whatever, and she
facts.
And she looking like, but y'all still in love. That's just a look, you feel me? That ain't nothing too. It's just a look. We human. That's what I'm saying. I can't speak for the women, but I know they probably have the same.
100%,
you know, it's just what
100%.
it is. Like
100%, but it's just self-control.
Yeah, it's how you deal with that shit.
It's how you deal with what's going on in your head. But that, like, seeing somebody and knowing they're attractive is not the same thing as wanting to, you know, see that shit go a little further. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what, I want to take it a little further than that.
But you don't think when we see you see a chick, she nice, you don't have to think it like full out, but you could think like, yeah, I would fuck.
But I feel like
I would smash that. Like, keep it a buck. We gonna be real, or we not?
Keeping it a buck.
You know already, like, oh yeah, she's fire.
Honestly, bro, I haven't thought that in a minute. Like,
we not talking
what I be
about
thinking about.
We talking about it general.
I'm talking about me though. I'm talking about me. I can only speak from my perspective.
All right.
My thought is like, yo, she's bad. You know what I mean? That's my thought. Yo, she's bad. She's nice.
Right.
You know, I'm not thinking about, yo, what I would do some crazy shit.
Nah, it ain't even gotta be crazy shit. It's just something that when you saying she's bad, you ain't saying, oh, she's bad. She looks like a very nice lady. Like, she looks like she's family oriented. Like,
I'm not looking at that at all. No,
exactly.
I'm looking at, yo, she's bad. I'm looking at the assets.
Right.
You feel me? I'm scanning.
Right.
I'm like, that's nice.
Checking the assets.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm basically
that's
just.
Nice.
I'm basically just. It's like being a judge.
All right, next question.
It's like no.
We out of here.
No. Hold on. It's like being a judge at a beauty pageant. You feel me? I'm just like, oh.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Yeah, that's a 10. Oh, that's an 8.
Right.
6.5.
Then you start thinking, what talents does she have?
Huh?
See how it works? Even with that analogy, now you think about the talent.
You an idiot. You an idiot for that. You idiot for that.
You think chicks don't see that? Be like, oh yeah,
of course.
He got the shit on him.
Of course.
That's how they think. That's the first thing they think. That's the first thing they analyzing.
That's facts.
Feel me? You don't gotta really go and picture it out, but it's a quick thought.
You be picturing it.
I mean, you can. Sometimes if you get a long enough look, you be like, ooh.
All right, next question.
Ooh, shit. Goddamn.
Next question. That was too much.
Yeah, we went off in a tangent.
I don't even know what the question was.
Shout out to my girl. I love you, baby. You know that. You know I love you.
This nigga. Yeah. All right, so the most 281 asks, recall the moment you knew your life had changed forever for the better.
I'm gonna start off simple.
Go ahead,
start off simple. I feel like I can't recall exact date and time, but I could recall like maybe like 5 years ago, or maybe 6 years ago. Is like I started to be like, all right, I got a better grip on life, of understanding how to deal with these things and how to, make sense out of the nonsense and the bullshit. At least I feel like it was like 5 years ago. I was on like a little learning journey from 21 to 25, where it's like I'm building up who I really am supposed to be and how I deal with people and seeing things for what they are and understanding this shit is really out of control. I think it's like understanding all the cliches.
Yeah.
They real now.
Talk about
you
that.
feel me? Like now them shits is, this is wild. You feel me?
Right.
Just whatever the cliches is, like you just gotta leave shit alone, let people time heals or wounds, this type of shit. It's like, now I see why these are sayings, because these are things you could live by. And I feel like that's when I started to understand it. When shit like that started making sense to me, I'm like, all right, this makes it easier for me to navigate through life, you feel me? Because if it was up to me, bro, I stayed to myself, I chill. Those was the best times that I had. Like, personally, the times where I grew, I was by myself, but we can't be always by ourselves. So you gotta learn how to deal with X, Y, and Z. And I feel like 5 years ago, I really learned, and I said, all right, shit gonna be smoother from here, Like, slowly started cutting people out, as far as like, just like, I don't need to be around you, you know what I'm saying? Like, just in no type of space, you feel me? Like, you're not adding anything to me, you actually taking energy from me, or I don't need to waste my time here, I don't need to go out my way to, it's a party over here, but I'm nice and chilling in the crib, or I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna cut plans to do this, so I'm gonna worry about the future too much, like, more as of now, I worry about the present, moment by moment. I can't force things. I don't worry about what happened yesterday. Like, that shit was yesterday. It's history. Now is the only thing real to me. You feel me? The future, it'll come. It'll be the present soon. So that type of shit is what I learned. You feel me? Like, just even saying that's the type of stuff I learned to make things easier for myself. You feel me?
Right. So that helped you just like have a better future.
Yeah.
Future, which is also the present.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure.
Just like that growth period from 20 to 25. I fuck with that. So it's less like a moment. It's more like, well, that moment lasted a long time. Lasted a few years.
It was moments that added up to make this shit. You feel me? Because it would be nice. I think they more so asking you, clearly you know, like, what was your moment to know, like, all right, Kota did this, you feel me? But just, that's why I'm saying I'm gonna start simple, because those moments help me grow, and without that process couldn't be what it was, you feel me?
It's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process. I say, for me, there was a moment I'll never forget, bro. I went to bed one day and I was just heartbroken about just life. Like, there was a lot of shit going on in my life. And I went to bed I kind of just let it all go, and I let go and let God. You feel me? Like, I went to sleep that night and I let go, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put all of this on God. I think that was like one of my last thoughts. And I woke up the next morning feeling so light, like feeling like everything was off my shoulders, like, and after that I started moving different. I started eating different. I started like not allowing certain things in my life, negativity, not allowing things to affect me, you know. So it was really like that, like a light bulb, and I stopped taking certain people serious, and I started taking other people serious because I'm like, I don't need that, like you said. I don't need that. I don't need to be around this person, whatever. And I started creating these boundaries. I started reading a lot. Like books became like my best friend. I was reading these books, and I was getting this knowledge about, you know, mental health and the brain, and I was just like, yo, my mind was being blown, and I've always kept that with me, even in times where it should be hard still. Sometimes you still have a rough day.
For sure.
You make mistakes, whatever. But knowing that that's my trajectory, you know what I mean? My trajectory is to be the best version of myself. And I'm gonna care about myself enough to like eat well and clean up the house every day and take care of myself and take care of my family in the best way possible, be present. It's like that moment where I realized that was it, you know, and it wasn't about, you know, just the money and the fame and trying to be in everybody's face and trying to get as successful as you can, as fast as you can. You know, it was like, that was the paradigm shift. Where,
I ain't hear that in a minute.
Huh?
I ain't hear that in a minute.
That's the word, right? Every time I swear, sometimes it's just like a light bulb in my brain. I'm like, thank God. Like, thank God for the paradigm shift. Because that shit happens like, it's like you said, it's a process. It's a whole bunch of little moments that add up to that paradigm shift, that add up to that switch. It's like, it seemed like somebody just turned this shit on. Like, you ever felt like that? Like, yo, somebody just flipped the switch in my brain.
Yes, bro.
And I thank God every day for that moment. I pray for those moments. I think more than anything, I pray for that moment where something in my mind switches, and I see something that I didn't see before. Like, I want more of those moments. I want moments like that every fucking day. Like, that's what I aim for.
Yeah, no, that's fact. I feel that. I definitely feel that.
It's a good one.
Yes, sir.
Somebody said, you like ketchup on your eggs.
Bro. Yes.
Ketchup on your S?
That's a yes? What you think, no?
Nah, it depends on how good the eggs are, bro. Cause sometimes the eggs too good to add ketchup. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel, bro. It's like you know what it is? It's like if the eggs is like subpar.
What makes the egg good though?
I'll tell you, seasoning.
Like
you know
pepper.
What I mean? Black pepper. Yeah.
That's it?
I put all purpose on my drink. I don't know about
what?
That. Yeah. That's me.
This nigga's you put adobo on your shit?
Yeah.
Put it in more. ¿Qué pasa?
Hey.
Adobo on eggs? Nando, yes?
Exactly. Look at him.
I expected him to do it before.
Wow.
I didn't expect that out of you.
Look, bro. It's fire. I don't know.
I don't know
how you been living. You put cheese on your eggs? Cheese on your eggs?
Cheese, for sure.
For sure. What kind? What you going with?
We gonna do American.
American?
Yeah, you might do a Swiss, you feel me?
Yeah.
Some white cheese, but...
I ain't gonna hold y'all fuck with the Monterey Jack, bro.
Yeah, Monterey Jack is fire. Shit, bro. That's fire, I ain't gonna lie.
You know? Yeah, all purpose, that's like the number one ingredient for me after the eggs. I'm sorry.
We talking about ketchup. All purpose, you just threw us over. We don't know.
Look.
Nando said, oh yeah, I've done it before. It's not to be done.
I don't do that on a regular.
A lot, but yeah, I tried
but I've done it, you know? So only pepper.
Alright.
Just like that.
Ketchup on my eggs, yeah, for sure. Not too much, but yes, enough.
Ketchup if the eggs is dry, right?
Yeah. All-purpose seasoning, yo.
You know what it is? Ketchup on my egg sandwich for sure.
Hell yeah, it's a must. They better put it on before I even get it. Ketchup on my shit.
Don't even put it on the side. Just put that shit on. Yeah.
Put that shit on there. No more Poppy, bro. It's Aki's only.
Only Aki's?
Only real New Yorkers remember. It was Spanish niggas in these corner stores before my Muslims and all my peoples came.
Yeah.
They was Poppy. That's what you're referring to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. On my mother's block, they still got Poppy.
Shout out to them. They doing something else.
They doing something right, bro. They doing something right. I ain't gonna say which store it is.
Yeah, definitely don't shout them out. Huh? They got some links to some other shit. You know, they in that.
I live on the 5th floor. That's it.
That's it.
Oh nah. I don't even.
They don't even make hot sandwiches.
They don't make hot sandwiches?
No.
Oh yeah, they don't. They make cold sandwiches.
How they living all this time near?
Cause they smart. They smart, bro.
Right. Yeah, shout
they
out
smart,
to them.
Bro.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, my man.
Come on, bro. Yo, bleep that out, please. Them niggas is tied into some shit.
Like what? Talk to me.
I don't know.
We gonna bleep that out, but let's talk about that.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
they store, right?
Yeah.
It's basically just chips and some other shit. You don't really go. You've been going to that store for years. You don't go for a whole lot of shit. You go for the simplest shit. And mind you, it's been like 3 to 4 other stores that open right up the block, and them bitches all closed.
Oh, I think they own the building, bro.
They own that building?
Yeah, I think they own that building.
Oh, all right, that
Facts.
makes sense.
I think they own that building.
That makes sense.
But that just goes to show you gotta own your property when you have a business. Like that's how you have longevity in your business.
Cause they in the prime space right there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they get offers for that space, bro. So yeah, shout out my niggas, yo.
Nah, man, own your property. That's what I'm getting into now, bro.
Yeah.
Real estate, that's the next wave. That shit is fun too. Like,
what's fun about it?
It's fun because it's, you know, when something is new and it's interesting to you and you learning a lot about it, and it's just like, yo, there's so many pieces you put together and you can get creative with it. Like you learn about neighborhoods, you learn about areas, you learn about history of cities and areas and stuff like that, and you're figuring out what you need to do. You know, it's like business is fun, bro. Like figuring out where you fit in the grand scheme of this business and how to make it. Right. You feel? It's the same shit as like trying to make it in music. Right. It's the journey. Like a lot of people get frustrated on the way, and that's natural, but it's fun to figure shit out. You feel me? Like, and real estate is something I never really jumped into crazy, but now I'm like, damn, that's my main. I wake up thinking about that shit. Like, all right, this is this much. This is 1.3 mil. This is this. You know, in this area, houses are going for this. Like, if you have a property in Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, and it's residential, right? You can still have some kind of business in there. You don't have to have a commercial property to have a business. There's businesses that you could run out of the crib, you know? Yeah. Like, and so it's just like, damn, so you could buy a property, say something that's like a residential, right? You could put, if it's a multifamily, you have 2 units upstairs, right? Then you could put a business on the first floor. So you're making money from those units that you're either Airbnb-ing or, you know, you're renting out to somebody. And on the first floor, you could be making so much money from some kind of business. You feel me? That is beyond what you can make from Airbnb. You get me? That's the new hustle, bro. Yeah. That's the new hustle. So I'm thinking along that, like, bro, what business can you create that could like generate that much bread? Right. You know, and at the same time you're still making money from rent upstairs. Yo, there's a lot of upside to that real estate shit. And that's the next move. Yeah, we went off on a tangent.
Yeah, it's cool. That's what podcasting is for.
Yeah. Man, all right, this is a good one. How do you know when you've healed from something in your past?
I'm thinking that.
I'll tell you how I feel, I guess. I know I've healed from something in my past when I don't even get mad at that shit anymore. You know, it used to affect me, but not only do I not think about it, but even when somebody brings it up, I just don't have the same feeling. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot they did that crazy shit. You know, that was stupid what they did, you know? But I don't have the same reaction. Like, I remember I went through some shit a while ago that I couldn't even eat. You know, I couldn't even eat. My stomach, my nerves was all messed up for a minute. And like now when that shit comes up, I'm just like, oh yeah, that shit did happen. Right. Cause you know, you figure it out. You know, time passes. You find better things in your life, you know? And you know you healed when it's just a footnote in your story and not your whole story. Cause that when it just happens, it's like that's the biggest thing in your life, right? But the faster you can get to that place where it's like, man, that's a footnote in my story. And I wish I could have. It's like sometimes I wish I could go back and not allow it to affect me for as long as it did, you know? And just be like, a week later, it's like, yeah, that happened, but I'm on to some new shit. Right. You know, it's still affecting me, yeah, but I'm not gonna let it get to me. Right. You know, like, so that's how I know when I'm healed. Yeah.
That's cool.
Nah, it's the Flight Boys podcast. You feel me?
Sir.
You know what it is? I think the Flight Boys podcast is the perfect name for it because it is this community. Like, Flight Boys is a community. It's not just me. It's like, it's something we've been doing for years now.
Like high school.
And since high school, you feel me? And it's always been a community of just people that make art, make music, just want to enjoy their lives and want to do something that actually means something versus, you know, working at an office all day and living their life in a way that doesn't align with their spirit. So Flight Boys is just about doing things that align with your spirit and forward motion all the time. Always forward motion. And really, we want to build this community and find people that also want to live like that, and just uplift each other. Good messages. We're here to answer questions. Like, I feel like we've been through a lot of life shit, and we have some things that could help the community, and also people could help us. So if you got advice for us, put it in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Tell us a crazy story about something that happened to you a long time ago. You feel me? And maybe we could talk about that and build on it. Maybe we could all build together. You feel me? Tell us a story, man. And we will give our perspective. And it will always be love and always be respectful. You feel me? So this is episode 1 of the Flight Boys podcast.
Sir, we out of here.
We out of here. Peace.